This is the Sunday edition of the 217 Recovery Podcast. Tonight's episode was carefully selected by Marney.
Could be little, could be big. But going back out is not the answer.
Sit back, relax, or do whatever it is you do, and enjoy Marney's Sunday night replay.
It might be childish, sure, but that's kind of what drugs do, you know?
Sound check, 1, 2.
This is the 217 Recovery Podcast with Corey Winfield, Ryan Beckman, and Chris Goss.
It makes me so sad. 217 Recovery Podcast. This is the 14th of March 2020, and it makes me sad. Chris Goss not here, Ryan Beckman not here, just me. But Ryan has his own podcast now. It's like a spin-off, I guess you could say, of the 217 Recovery Podcast. It's called Project Nation, and I'll get it up on the website probably tonight, so maybe by the time you're listening to this, it'll already be up at 217recovery.com. Check it out, and then look for it on Spotify. We haven't submitted it to iHeart yet, and that takes about a week or so. So there's different ways you can check it out. But like I said, 217recovery.com is the website. Welcome to the show tonight. Of course, the big news around Earth is no toilet paper. Sort of. No, and I'll get into that in just a minute. But the coronavirus and everybody kind of freaking out. And if this is your first time listening to the podcast, it is about recovery. And it's also about day-to-day life that I go through in my early recovery. And the coronavirus, though, and if you know me, and like I said, if this is your first time listening, I am pretty skeptical about everything. I'm always thinking somebody's got a twist on it, or there's always more than meets the eye. I can't just take things as face value, and that's something that I'm working on. Not very hard, but I'm working on it. I acknowledge it. That's a start, right? Admitting that we have a problem. So anyway, the coronavirus, I don't know. How come I'm not seeing pictures of people in the street dead, you know, and damn it, if this is The Walking Dead, then I want to see The Walking Dead. You know, I want to see the zombies. Don't just keep showing me pictures of someone under a microscope. That means nothing to me. Let me see how bad it is. Because they keep saying, oh, the CDC, and they keep saying that, you know, half of America is going to get it, and 70% of Germany, and that doesn't make any sense to me. I mean, in what? In a lifetime this is going to happen? Like, who are these experts, man? I want to see their resume. I want to see if they've conned people before. Who's really, well, sorry about that. Who's really making out like a bandit? Yeah, I apologize for that. I had a little throat problem. And yeah, I want to know who's behind all that. And speaking of my throat problem, was it yesterday? A couple days ago, I woke up and I sneezed or something. I don't remember. But then I just remember my throat was hurting a little bit. And I was afraid to tell people. Because I wanted to think that I was in need of quarantine. So I just kind of kept it to myself a little bit. And that's what kind of made me really think, okay, that's I think the real reason why they're canceling everything is people like me would, well, I'm going to keep this to myself because I still want to go enjoy dinner. I still would like to go here. I would like to go there. I bought tickets to see the such and such band, or I have tickets to see, you know, baseball game next month, and I'm still going. You know, I think that is the kind of thing, because that would be the only thing. But I just thought that was kind of fitting that I woke up with a sore throat and I didn't want to tell anybody. So I get it. But again, I think it's being blown out of proportion. And that's just my personal opinion. Again, I'm not a doctor, but I'm not on the news and telling people, oh, this is what's going to happen. Because think about it. Even the guy that has the job of telling people, oh, this is going to happen or this could happen. Man, give me Tyrone.
Man.
The stuff still has to happen. and then he could always come back later and say, oh, well, it didn't happen because I told everybody that they need to take all these precautions and look how important I am. I'm not buying it, man. I'm just not buying it. I think there's too many things at stake. And like I said earlier, look at the toilet paper. People are going crazy. And I was reading a little bit about that, and the psychologist was saying that that's one of our, most primal functions, I guess. Everybody eats, everybody poops. And being sociable like we are, we want to be, I guess, prestigious would be kind of how they put it. They didn't say prestigious, but I mean, we want to be at the top. And it just shows us, like food, when the food starts running out, no more Dinty Moore cans to put in your cellar. Well, you can always go with a different brand. You can always get a different kind of food. Toilet paper? Well, Dustin said he was going to go with some seashells. Yeah. Are you want to hang out with Dustin, who's wiping his butt with seashells, or want to hang out with me? Got that good. Got that soft, what is it, 4-ply? Oh, yeah. So, I don't know. It's just more of a social thing. Like, you want to feel like nothing's changed. Look, we still are wiping our butts with toilet paper. And, if the world's going to end, it's going to end. But I'm going to have some toilet paper. We don't have to be cheated out of our necessities, which obviously it's, to me, a necessity. But could we live without it? Absolutely. Just be some more. Could you imagine the world without toilet paper, though? Can you imagine walking through Walmart? You know how many hot chicks would not be hot anymore? Like, oh, she's really pretty. Check her out. Oh, no. Girl, don't know how to wipe with them seashells. I don't know. I've been saying since I was in high school, so it's a couple of years ago, like 20. But I've always wanted to open up a store that sold just toilet paper. And my friend Paul, we had talked about it, and we had business class. And we had talked about opening, a store and calling it TPs, and it'd be like a drive-through. And that way when you're, I've been in those moments where you're driving somewhere trying to get home, and all of a sudden your stomach starts going, and you're, oh no, I didn't get toilet paper. Or you're not sure if you have enough toilet paper. Oh, and then you gotta stop at the local gas station, whatever's quick, convenient. You're getting that rough stuff, and next thing you know, you got open wounds, and it's bad. So I thought, man, we could have a drive-through. You have the top shelf, just like down south. They have the drive-through liquor stores. I'm thinking it could be the same thing, but with toilet paper. Drive-through. Hey, man, I want that soft Charmin, or give me that off-brand Charmin. Give me that Meyer brand. I'm still at all. Top of the line all the way down to, I got your Donald Trump toilet paper. Which I guess Amazon said that they're even starting to sell out of that. I know Chris Goss would be surprised to know that. I don't think he'd be surprised, especially after the bus trip we took. And the lady called us clowns. But anyway, yeah, Amazon said the novelty toilet paper, people are starting to buy that now to stock up. I don't know. They're going to start ripping off gas stations, and I think I missed the boat on this TP's idea. But if you would like to start it, you have my blessing. I think that'd be great. Just as a customer, I would love to know that I can just hit the store on the corner, hit the drive-through, do a little Apple Pay action. Hell, maybe even set it up like a kiosk. Instead of going to red box, you'd go to brown box. Or maybe they would call it white box. I don't know. Just get you a roll. Wouldn't that be awesome? I don't know. I have a lot of time on my hands. But my throat, back to that, my sore throat is starting to get a little bit worse. And that had me even a little bit more concerned about, not if I have the virus, I'm pretty sure I don't, because I don't know, really get sick much. But I started looking up online, like, okay, what are the symptoms? Do you know the symptoms of coronavirus? No? Well, apparently there's 3 of them, 3 symptoms. And you probably guessed fever. You probably heard cough. And the next, shortness of breath. That's it. Notice I did not mention sore throat. So, I'm fine. Got a little something going on, but not sure what it is, and my body will fight it off. And I'm not feeling sick or anything. I don't feel achy. I don't feel sore. I just got a sore throat. So we'll see what's up with that. And if for some reason I do need to get quarantined, then I have to get quarantined.
Man.
But at least I'm with my girlfriend.
Sexual relationship.
Well, when you're in quarantine, you might as well do something while you're doing nothing. The Uncle Rico. Yeah, thank you. But, I wanted to talk about this too. We've been getting a lot of requests for apparel and shirts, hats, sweatpants, yoga pants. And I just wanted to say that I'm working on getting something set to where you can just order through our website, 217recovery.com. And here's the problem. We make the stuff ourselves. And I could go on to whatever, Hanes.com or whatever, and just take pictures of those shirts and put them up. But I think that's theft anyway. It's copyright stuff. But, and then like slap our logo on it and like, hey, this is what your shirt's going to look like. But I think what I'm going to do, though, is just put the logos that we have and say, okay, boom, 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 here's the logos. And then just put t-shirt, sweatshirt, underwear, whatever. Put that up there and just give you options. And then as far as color-wise, man, we can make the logo pretty much any color. We can't make the shirts any color. But you can pretty much have a wide variety of colors to choose from, or I can just make it basic ass and just go, hey, here's a white t-shirt. This is what we're selling. This is what we got. We got one t-shirt, one logo. So I'm kind of like torn between those two things, and that's kind of why it hasn't really been made available yet, you know. And as much as I would love to just mass produce a ton of these, you know, some of them, you know, we do them ourselves. So some of them take time, man. Like if you want a Tyrone face, which is awesome, or if you want a Chris Goss face, you want to get gossed out, as he puts it, Tyrone puts it, then, you know, we can do that for you. But, you know, those take a lot more time, a lot more effort, a lot more detail going to that. So, you know, I'm just torn, but I probably should at least put something out there, even if it is just basic ass, just boom, here's our white t-shirt, here's our black t-shirt, which one do you want? And start there. And of course, the money that we get from that, we know we're just going to use to go back into the funds and make more t-shirts. And then eventually, you know, once we get the 217 recovery rides going, it'll go that way and help, you know, fund that, which I think is going to be amazing. And I'm slowly but surely figuring out what I need to do to get that done. And that's very close to being off the ground. And as much as I want to call it 217 recovery rides, that's what it's going to be called. But his affiliation with 217 recovery is going to be a kind of a hand's length or arm's length, I guess you'd put it. And it's for like insurance purposes and stuff like that. So I don't know. You just got to learn how to, as my mom told me once, learn how to play the game. You know, there's not that it's a game, but you got to learn the system. Oh, okay. Because common sense doesn't come into play much in anything really in business world sometimes. And just what I want to do is this, A and B. I want to take people from their house to AA meetings, you know, people that need the meetings, people that, you know, get in trouble or lose their license or don't have a license and just need to go to a meeting or don't have a car. And whether it be court ordered or not, if somebody wants to go to a meeting, I want to be there to take them. And, you know, as long as you're getting your sheet signed, I think that would be great. And up here in northern Michigan, it's just, there's not an Uber, there's not Lyft, there's not these things going on. And even if they were, someone's going to Uber, and then, again, some things cost money, and not everybody has that money. Just because they don't have money, they don't get in a meeting. And especially with this virus thing going on right now too, some of the meetings were actually canceled, some AA meetings. So people are thinking, well, what do I do now? The meeting's canceled. Well, go online, I guess, but that's not the same. It's not that personal connection where you can actually go there and share. And I know when I was in very early recovery, going to AA meetings really helped me out a lot. And it's a free therapy session sometimes. And some people will sit there and they'll roll their eyes, but it is what it is, man. As long as it's related to your recovery, share it, get it off your chest. And that's a forum where you shouldn't be judged. So it's great. And it is like therapy. And there's some great people that go to AA meetings, and NA meetings, any really kind of pathway that you want to choose, or you enjoy, keep doing it, and just try to keep it positive, man. That's all you can really do. But I'm gonna get actually working on the Project Nation website now, and I apologize. I was gonna actually grab somebody from a meeting today and be like, hey, would you want to be on the podcast? But like I said, the meeting was canceled, so we didn't end up going, and you just got me in a hotel room from Traverse City, Michigan. So I appreciate you listening. Stock up on toilet paper. Well, it's too late for that. So good luck with your toilet paper issues. And if you need some, you can always go online to get the Amazon stuff, the novelty. I wouldn't go with Wish. I know Ryan's probably put a couple orders in for Wish. It'll be a few months before you get that. And yeah, thanks again for listening, and check out the Project Nation podcast. They did technically, we're going to call it their first episode last night, and we'll call the one on Wednesday, we'll call that one the pilot episode. But yeah, much better job by the guys. And of course, they figured out the technical difficulties and were able to actually put together a podcast last night. So big congrats to them. Big thanks coming later this year. But yeah, check out 217recovery.com for their site and for those t-shirts that are coming soon. Basic ass white. Maybe that's what it'll say on the front. Who knows? But again, thanks for listening, and like us, follow us, hit us up on Facebook. If you ever have any questions, get a hold of us. My email is Corey, Corey, at 217recovery.com.
Thanks for listening to the 217 Recovery Podcast. For more episodes plus bonus features, download the 217 Recovery app.